Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Fetch some water. Look, this really isn't the time to be lazing around. We have a schedule to keep. All right, fine, a few more minutes. I suppose I can't really argue with you anyway, can I? Oh, stop pouting like that. It isn't becoming of you. I mean, do you really have to make a fuss every morning? I swear, for all the years I've known you, I thought you'd have grown out of this by now. No, you can't throw that insult back at me. I was only a rookie back then. I can't be held responsible for every little... I thought we agreed we'd never speak of that again, especially when there's others around. It was an honest mistake anyway. On a more serious note, you need to understand there are certain requirements the throne dictates. This is why these lessons are so important. I may be more relaxed than the other knights, but you have to remember, I can't be here all the time. As much as it pains me after years of protecting you alone, my role as Knight Commander must take precedence. After all, our campaign to the south must go on. Look, these next few weeks leading to the coronation are all we have. We have to make up for shying away from the public all these years. How you present yourself here could shape your subjects' views long into the future. No, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to guide you as well as I can in these circumstances. You of all people should know I have your best interest at heart. It's just best to set a good example is all. Now I'll leave the servants to get you dressed. Once you're ready, meet me in the courtyard below. And don't tarry, we have a lot to get through today. Oh good, you look finally awake now. Doesn't it feel good to be out in the fresh air? And my, the servants have done such a good job cleaning you up too. I haven't seen that expression for a while. Come to think of it, we haven't had an outdoor excursion for years. It's strange how things can change around us, yet moments like this seem so familiar. Anyway, apologies. I suppose we should begin then. Now, let's see. So we've already covered table manners in your etiquette training. I know. How about greetings? After all, you will be meeting many new faces, and you need to know how to best greet them. Yes, I think we'll go with that. Okay, let's picture this first scenario, shall we? You are hosting a banquet within the Great Hall. Many barons and baronesses, along with representatives from the allied kingdoms, are in attendance. The noise level begins to low as your guests begin to take their seats, and their attention finally turns to you at the head of the table. Now, play your response back to me. Not too bad, but remember to stand so that everybody can see you. The goal here is to attract their attention, to make sure they know who's responsible for their feasting. Once more, please. Wonderful. I did like the hand gestures at the end. This should work splendidly for the feast after the ceremony. Maybe a little work on your elocution, but we can try that another day. Now let me see what we have left. How about this one? A lord is approaching you. You haven't met him before, but he appears warm in his movements towards you. He extends his hand to initiate a handshake. What do you do? Good answer. I take it you were told of that little event a few years back. How the king managed to anticipate it was an assassin, I don't know. But since then we've imported many protection crystals. These were fitted within the castle to prevent such illusions in the future. But of course I would still only suggest meeting people personally with a guard nearby. Right. Let's try this one. A knight of the realm has returned triumphantly. To celebrate the achievement, he has been invited to a small ceremony, held with yourself and a few of his fellow knights. He kneels upon the ground in front of you and exclaims his loyalty. What is your response? No. Personal contact like that might cause a bit of a scene. There are still a number of older members of the court who think you should stay away from your subjects. Of course, you are our ruler, and you can do as you please. These are merely suggestions from past experience. Under your reign, you can make your own changes. I just know you love to rock the boat, that's all. Just take it easy this time, right? Maybe we should take a break anyway. It looks like I'm starting to get on your nerves. Come on, let me fetch you a seat. We can sit in the garden if you'd like. Look, I know this situation is affecting you more than you let on. Let's just say I have a knack for spotting the signs at this point. The country is in mourning, and filling the shoes of one of our greatest leaders won't be easy, and many don't know what the future will bring. Just know there are people who are loyal to you no matter how the world changes. People you can lean on when things get tough. You know my gratitude to you and your family can never be repaid. When I saved you from that bolting horse all those years ago, I was just a stable boy. Most of my life, I'd just been running in a wheel, knowing that if I didn't get off soon, I'd spend the rest of my life there. I threw you out of the way, knowing it could be the end for me. And it almost was too. But instead of just leaving me, you ran for aid. You told the king even. And there I was, a nobody now being treated within the castle itself. But not just that, a chance to become somebody. So I trained, and I studied. When I had finally proven myself, I was even assigned as your personal guard. I could continue the task I'd started. And that is why I give you everything I have. Because you gave me all I have. Ask of me anything, and I will make it so. Now that I can do. If you wish me to remain as your advisor, then I shall become the best advisor I can be.